AITA for kicking out my boyfriend's homeless friend? So my F22 boyfriend, 24, has this friend, F25, who moved in 4 months because she had nowhere to go. Now I didn't mind having her as long as she respects our boundaries and the rules around the house. But that's definitely not it. She is very loud, comments on everything and just does inappropriate stuff in general and excuses it for being a Latina, and that's just how they are. She doesn't help at all besides maybe cooking sometimes, but doesn't clean up the mess she makes, and she invites people over whenever she wants. She changes in the living room in front of us. Literally took off her underwear. And I asked her to change in her room, but her excuse is that she was trying to feel like home, and then she suggested I should too, as it will strengthen my bond with my BF. I talked to my BF about how I am kinda uncomfortable with this whole situation, and he told me not to overthink about it and that she's just very unbothered and cool. She always interrupted our time together and would sit between me and him during a movie or take my space while I take a toilet break, and she cuddles him in the most unfriendly way, and when I asked jokingly if she was trying to take my man, she would excuse it on her ethnicity, and that's how they grew up, so I knew I had to ruin this Friday night they had for them. I went up to them and she was all over him as usual. I called my BF, and when he was about to get up she said how it was their favorite part and that he could leave later. I insisted, but she kept pulling him, so I went and pulled him to our room. Discussed how what she's doing is really upsetting and I no longer want her living with us, and he agreed I had the right, but that she has nowhere to go and that I'll have to wait until she finds a job, which she's not even trying to get. While talking she came and tried to open the door, which was locked, so she started knocking and we just ignored her until it got louder and he asked her to leave, but she got even louder and then started saying how I ruined the only time there she gets with him, which obviously is not the case. I had enough at that point, but my BF suggested he talks to her first, so he went and they took too long, like almost 2 hours, and I went to check on them and heard her telling him he shouldn't accept someone who ruins a friendship as a partner, and that is a big red flag, and that he should kick me out. But this place is actually my property that I inherited from my aunt, and at that point I knew I had to kick her out. I didn't even ask with what conclusion they came up with and waited in the living room until they came out, and I just told her to look for another place and gave her 2 weeks max. She's been crying since yesterday, refusing to eat and not coming out of the room, and my boyfriend is saying I went overboard and I just hit a sensitive spot of hers, basically telling her to leave when she has no family or anywhere to go. So AITA? NTA, but you don't have a homeless friend problem. You've got a boyfriend problem. NTA, but you should kick your BF out too, since he has no respect for you. They're both freeloading off of you and disrespectful as hell. Start the eviction proceedings. NTA, this is your property, correct? She has a nerve then to suggest to your boyfriend he kick you out. NTA. If she needs a place to stay so badly, then she shouldn't have behaved so poorly in your own home. Do not let her stay. That would just be enabling her bad behavior. Out of curiosity, did your boyfriend correct her and tell her the property is yours? NTA. Don't feel bad for kicking her out. She clearly didn't respect you, your relationship, and your home. Your BF is in awe for allowing her to flirt and cuddle him. I bet he loved the extra attention. You have a BF issue on your hands. It wouldn't surprise me if they were hooking up behind your back. NTA. He moved his other girlfriend in. NTA. If the boyfriend doesn't have your back, he needs an eviction notice too. It isn't his house. For all you know, this friend could really be a girlfriend and he is playing you. NTA and watch your BF, you may need to evict him too. Holy cow. Batman. There are so many red flags here. Where to begin? I don't even understand why this is all okay. Why wait the 2 weeks now? You are being so generous. Talk about someone overstaying. They are together. As in a couple. She undresses in the living room? I would have kicked her naked butt out the door. And his for not sticking up for your relationship and you as a woman and someone he's supposed to love. Girly. Get them out. NTA kick both of them out. NTA. Kick her out immediately and seriously consider having your boyfriend join her. His lack of respect for you by failing to keep his friend in line is a major marinara banner. Location flag, location flag, location flag. NTA, there seems to be something going on between them. It seems more like, my side piece is homeless. This is a great way to possibly set up a threesome, or push you out of the picture completely. NTA, but you're giving your boyfriend a free pass on his own inappropriate behavior with her. And right in front of you. What were they doing when you weren't around to observe and object? His friend is very inappropriate and her BF must realize that. I'd be so pissed if a friend acted that way in front of mine and he said nothing. The cuddling and trying to keep him there, for the best part, when you're calling him is a huge overstep and he should have excused himself right away. You have every right to throw her out and to have a serious conversation with yourself as to why you are accepting this in a partner. Why WBTA if you let both of them live with you any longer? Your BF has 2 GFs but you don't know it. He loves the attention he is getting from 2 girls fighting over him. NTA, both of these Oz should be homeless now. NTA, but you would be the asshole to yourself if you don't reconsider your relationship. Personally, I think you should be kicking them both out, because he's just as much of a problem here as she is. And the fact he's so accepting of her disrespect to both you and your relationship, and is still siding with her, tells me everything I need to know. NTA. She is trying to take your place. More or less. I don't know if she has true romantic or sexual feelings for him. But she is definitely clingy and wants to monopolize his attention. Undressing in front of you both is a power move. Your boyfriend is looking at her naked body in front of you. You're in the room and don't have his attention. But she does. Again, she might not want him. But she knows how to act to keep his attention and how to manipulate him for a place to stay. She needs to be gone no matter what. I don't know whether your boyfriend is an issue too, but be advised that the next 2 weeks are going to be rocky for you. He's going to resent his friend getting kicked out and the loss of all that intimate attention, while she's going to see this as her last chance to make a move and get you out of the picture. Good luck. NTA. Are you sure your BF isn't sleeping with her? Even if it was her culture, your BF should have shut that down immediately. Especially after you said it made you uncomfortable. Best case scenario. BF likes the extra attention, physical clinginess, which doesn't bode well for your future. Whether his friend stays or goes. If he's not cheating with her, I'd put money that he'll cheat with someone else in future. Kick her out and the boyfriend too. I would reconsider this relationship. He clearly had no problems with her massively inappropriate behavior. And no, it's absolutely not a cultural thing to get naked in front of a couple and lay all over someone else's partner. Why are you with someone that allows blatant disrespect of you and your relationship? I'd show him this thread. And probably the door.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.